All right. It might be hard to tell. We are making headway. A little bit at a time. I got the top and the bulk of the stuff off of this main lip. And you can see it's all over the place. I still need to get this stuff in the corner along the edges. So I just have this little bit to go and up past that lock. I've been probably working on it about 20 minutes. I was using a scraper and now I'm using a razor blade, which seems to be cutting through it pretty good. Even though it's a little rainy and chilly, I am sweating. All right, and for some reason, this panel's wet. I don't know where the water got down on that, but it's damp right now. So I don't know if it was when I opened the door earlier or if there's water inside the door. I don't know, but that's something I'll have to look into as well. All right. Oh shit. I put a dent in the door when I was trying to peel that panel off last night. Damn. That shit was stuck on there. Okay. So I'm going to try to get this as much as I can. I just found out my friend's got an appointment here at 3, so may not get the window in today. Don't know. We'll find out. All right. Well, the razor blade is definitely helping clean this up. So I've gotten this pretty good. I'm working this area, as you can see. Hard part's going to be around that lock. And then once I get this all done, I'll just go back through and clean it up a little bit. It's already noon, so I'm probably not going to get this in today because it is taking a bit. So maybe I can have my friend come back over tomorrow. All right, well, it's almost 1 o'clock. I have about all of it cleaned. So far, it's come out pretty good. I am just here in this last corner. So I have this basically from the handle down to the lock. I'm just trying to get this all cleaned up. So once I get that out, we're going to be done for the day. Okay, so pretty much took over 2 hours scraping all of that adhesive glue off of the track where I want to be. The rest of this stuff isn't going to matter, but the jigsaw needs to run along this edge, and I wanted this to be as smooth and cleaned up as possible. So I'm tired. I'm calling it a day. We'll pick this up in another video. Thanks for watching. Okay, so my friend took off because it was still raining and I was tired after scraping that. So he took off. I came out here and vacuumed a little and kind of cleaned up because it was pretty much this whole shelf step and all over the ground was full of that stuff. I've got it pretty good. What I'm going to do now is flip the window over so that I can get the ring off the inside, and this way I can double check and make sure that it is the correct one, because that's what it says to do in the instructions. And I'm going to I would suggest that when you buy one of these windows from this particular manufacturer, and I'll put the name up here somewhere, that you go to their website and you look at the window that you ordered and get the PDF for the installation. There's also usually a short video with it explaining it. Now, this window tells you what is included in the kit, and I was watching other people's comments on Amazon where I bought the window, and people who had them from some other YouTube videos complaining that there was no instructions, there was no this, there was no that. If you look on their website, you'll see that it tells you what's included in the box: window, interior frame, and the 2 screens that go in the window. That's it. no nuts, no hardware, no instructions. So go to the website, download the instructions, watch the video, and then you're ready for that. So next thing I'm gonna do is flip this window over, get the frame out, because that is step one, basically, to make sure that this is the correct window. Now I measured the outside glass area, and it is basically from this lip to the edge. The measurement is correct. So I'm just going to do like they said though, and use the frame, and I'm going to drill the holes and try to cut about 80% of this today. And then I'm just going to take some tape over the exposed area so that it doesn't leak inside the van if it does rain tonight. And that way, when my friend comes back tomorrow, I only have some very little cuts. Pop the panel out, we'll slap the window in and call it a day. Okay, so what we're going to do, I flipped over the window so I could get the frame out. And what they tell you to do is set the frame up here against the window, or the van body, and make sure it's the right one. So we're going to do that next. And looking at the paperwork, it gets really confusing because online they have like a pink highlighted area that is up on this main frame, and really where you're cutting is just below that, right here where my finger's running. So you're going to drill some holes on the curves. They'll allow you to get in there with your blade, and then you're going to cut straight across. You're going to cut straight across, and same thing, drill some holes, whatever. So we're gonna test fit the frame. Now I've already test fitted the frame myself, but I'm gonna go ahead and test fit it, and then I'll take a quick short video of it with it in place so you can see it. Okay, so I just sort of stuck some painter's tape here so you can see that the frame matches the contour of that area that we're going to cut out. Of course, it's not 100% because it's just kind of hanging out there, but that gives you an idea what it's supposed to look like. So we're going to cut the inside lip area out. Oops, I lost it. All right, so I took that down because I didn't want it to fall and damage anything. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through here, drill me probably 3 holes in each corner, one at the start of the corner, one at the end of the corner, and one in the middle. That way the Sawzall can make a nice turn. I'll probably do one in here somewhere. I'm gonna probably, I don't know if I'm gonna cut through. I'll cut most of the way through this support. So just leave a little bit, top and bottom. I'll do the same thing on this one, top and bottom. And so basically the rest of it will be cut out. So then tomorrow when my buddy comes over, in a few moments later, I should say, all I have to do is a shortcut. We'll clean up the metal. I got some white spray paint to spray on the bare metal, and then we'll go ahead and install it. Okay, so got my holes drilled. It doesn't really say in the instructions how many. It just says this is going to help you get through your corners. I kind of drilled them here. This way I can drill a straight line and start over if I need to. Same thing here. I drilled an extra hole so I can start, and I can just do it in little sections. And then once I have the main panels done, I can come back and get these reinforcement sections done. All right, and then when I'm done with the jigsaw, I'm gonna lay some tape on the outside, and then we'll be ready for the next step. All right, so I got 2 of them cut. With me being left-handed, this side's a little bit of an issue, but I find that by putting my jigsaw in and then pushing on the bottom edge so that it pushes into that body piece, it helps keep the blade nice and straight, as you can see. So that's how I'm doing it. And it keeps and you just go slow. This is a medium steel blade. And this is just a Ryobi jigsaw that runs on a battery. So it would work with a Sawzall, cutoff wheel if you had one. Whatever you have, make it work. All right, so yeah, that's going pretty quick. That literally took a minute. So I am going to try to do this one. I'm gonna have to do it with my right hand because I'll have to be going in that direction. Okay, so we have made it to the corner there, made it to there. I could probably go a little farther, but we'll see. I got that one cut. I haven't done this one or that one, but I got this one all the way to the corner. So the corners are the toughest, so just take your time, don't get crazy. All right, so I'm gonna cut these last two flat sections. These bendy areas, because of the size of my jigsaw, are a little bit too big. Now, I have an air one, if I can find it, that is really short and small, and I should be able to cut the rest of those with that. We'll see if I can find it, and if I have any blades. Okay, so as you can see, we have a big hole here, and you can see where the blade started to go up. What happened was, I have this wheel right here, and the blade had skipped out, and so it started to walk. So I just came in from the other side and trimmed it down. Now there is a little lip here. There is a little lip here. We do have a little bit here. We're going to come back with a file or a grinder and bring it down level with this inner piece. So that won't be a problem. The rest of them are nice and straight. And as you can see, I had to stop because even though this radius wants to turn, with the back of my skill saw or jigsaw, with the battery, it catches this, so it wants to continue to push straight. And so you can see where it bit in, so it's all right. But we'll just come in there and trim that up. I'm not going to get this angle with my particular jigsaw. And I did have to come back in and drill these holes in the middle because this allowed me to go up and down on either side. So really the only thing I have left I'm going to do with this jigsaw is cut into these guys, probably leaving like an inch in the middle, top and bottom, and that way tomorrow I can just zip it out. And then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go hunt down my other saw and see what blades I have. May have to run over to the store and pick up more blades. Okay, so I've cut these down to about an inch on every single one. So all I got to do is the four corners, and I'm gonna go hunt down my other jigsaw. Well, actually it's a body saw, but it's a really tiny one, to see if I can get in there and make that work. Okay, so this is the saw, reciprocating, whatever you want to call it. I do have blades, but they don't say what they're for, so I'm going to go inside and figure out what this part number is. And then these, I think, were the ones that came with it when I first bought it. Again, there's no actual part number. There's a couple Allen wrenches in the bag. So we'll find out what that is. If that's what I think it is, I'll make sure that these blades are the right ones, and if not, then we'll go to the hardware store and pick up some more blades. Okay, and just like that, we have a big hole in the side of our van. Okay, so deburred the hole and took some white primer paint and sprayed around the seal, and now we're going to put the Beal tape. The one I ended up getting was it's a 1/4 by 1/2. It's 20 feet long. It was like $8. Okay, so we got the Beal tape all the way around. Got a bit of an overlap here at the bottom. Probably more than I need, but I can always trim that up when I get ready to take the tape off. When you do the corners, just what I do is hold my finger down and give it just a little stretch so the paper breaks, and then you can make the corner and push everything flat. That way you don't get any gaps and you don't want it too stretched. Okay, guess it's time to pick it up and put it in place. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. Two broken old dudes were able to pick that up and set it in place. It fit. It did take a little wiggle to get it into place, but then it popped in. I got all the screws in mostly. I'm missing two somehow. Apparently when I went to the hardware store I didn't get enough. So, but other than that, it's in. It looks nice. And if I get everything cleaned up, I might make a trip to pick up the other side, because I found one on Facebook for $500 brand new in a box. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so we have a clean van. Tomorrow I'm going to work on that. This took a little longer than expected because we were kind of going slow, but it was an easy project. If you were knocking it out, you could probably do it in about an hour, start to finish. I still need to wipe down the glass. And once the sun has been on it for a day, I'm going to go back through and snug up all these screws just a little bit more. I'm missing two, so I need to get some more screws anyway. All right, well, thanks for watching. I'm going to try to get down to Bakersfield and pick up the other glass. I'm going to see if they're going to be available tomorrow or not. If not, it'll have to be next weekend. Thanks for watching.